Most engineering businesses I work with have strong products, strong capability, strong expertise. If you're listening to this, I bet there's a good chance that's true for you as well. So, here's a question. If the product is so good, why don't more deals convert?
You're listening to the Sales Today podcast, and I'm your host, Fred Copestake. On this podcast, we explore how sales professionals can develop a modern approach to winning business, the application of virtual selling techniques, how to create meaningful business relationships, and much more. Why not take our free collaborative selling scorecard to see how your sales approach suits today's environment? You'll find a link in the show notes.
Okay, so let's be clear from the start. This is not about the quality of what you do. In fact, in many cases, the opposite is true. Already said it, product is strong, solution works, the technical thinking is solid. The issue isn't capability, it's something else. And that's important because it means this is fixable. From the customer's perspective, they're not assessing your product in isolation. They're trying to answer a different question. Does this help me move forward? Now, that is a much broader question. It's not just, what does this do? It's, how does this fit into our situation? Does it solve the problem we actually have? Is this the right direction for us to go? Can we commit to this? If those answers aren't clear in their mind, even a strong solution won't convert. This is where the gap appears. On one side, you have capability, technical strength, a well-designed solution. On the other side, the customer wants clarity, confidence, a clear path forward. And those two things are not the same. You can have a very strong solution that isn't clearly understood, or it isn't clearly connected to the customer's situation. When that happens, decision making slows down, or it stops altogether. So this is where sales conversations become critical, not as a way to present the product, but as a way to help the customer to think. I've often spoken about salespeople as sense makers. What are we trying to help them make sense of? Well, things like what's actually going on, what the real problem is, and what a good outcome looks like. Then how your solution fits into that. Because when that thinking becomes clear, the value of the solution becomes clear. And that's what drives business. Worth going over those again, isn't it? What's actually going on, what the real problem is, and what a good outcome looks like. Then, how does your solution fit into that? It's very natural in engineering businesses to lean into technical detail, explain how things work, demonstrate expertise. And yes, absolutely, there is a place for that. But on its own, it's not enough. Because understanding how something works is not the same as understanding why it matters. If the why isn't clear, the decision won't be either. So if you're looking at your pipeline and thinking, we should be winning more of these, it's worth stepping back and asking, is our capability being clearly understood in the context of the customer's world? Context of the customer's world. That is where the conversion really happens. Now, maybe this feels familiar. It's often useful to take a little step back and look at how value is being created and communicated across your sales process. There is a simple collaborative selling scorecard. It's in the show notes. Have a look at that. It'll help you to reflect and assess how are you going about doing this.
Thank you for listening to the Sales Today podcast with me, your host, Fred Copestake. I hope you've enjoyed what you heard today. If you did, please get in touch and hit subscribe. And remember, you can take the collaborative selling scorecard for free to check out how your sales approach works in today's environment. You'll find it in the show notes.